Hello and welcome.
Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back. Today we're in downtown Kato Paphos, and we're going to take you for a little walk from the Kato Paphos promenade area all the way out to the Kato Paphos Harbour area. But before we do, the Snotching Receiver booth, who was trying to steal my lines, is here.
Hello everybody. How nice to see you again. Should we continue our way?
Yes, we will continue on our way, but before we do, beware of this man here in a white shirt. That is Mr. Tito, and he's a very dangerous man because he
dangerous because my name is Mr. Ketchup.
There we are, look at that. So he walks up to you and he squirts you with fake ketchup. That's what he actually does. Anyway, look at that. If you want one of these, that's €5, and if you want one of those, these are a bit fancy and they light up in the night, as you can see. They're €7. The Bulgarian Mafia, of which one of them is her, are walking up and down, and they will happily relieve you of your money. Now, hold on a minute, here he is. You're right,
Hello.
Mr. Paul.
I was praying about seeing you two.
Right.
How are you?
Good.
And there's a reason for that.
Go on, tell me. Go on, tell me.
Well, Marika made this commitment
Yeah.
to follow Jesus. And when I was away, because I've been away for a week,
Is that why you're not been here?
yeah. We
Right.
were at Luxon Jubilee,
Sorry.
and this is John's Gospel,
Right.
the Gospel of John.
Okay.
And I'd like to give it to you
There you go.
to read
Lovely. We will.
and enjoy.
We will read
God
it.
bless you. I'm glad I saw you, because I was praying
Yeah,
about
good,
it.
good. Is this your lovely wife?
Actually, my lovely ex-wife.
Right. There we are.
Sally.
Pleased to meet you. Sally. Yeah. Look after him, he's a good
We are
guy.
very good friends.
Yeah, look after him, he's a nice guy. I didn't mean it, he's a very nice guy. Where's Mr. Chris?
He's having a day off today.
Right, good.
But yes, no, I'm so
Are you back tomorrow?
We're going to see him tomorrow. We're going to see him up at Calepia for lunch. I'll be sorry this morning on the week. I expect to see you on your motorbikes, but this is not right for motorbikes.
We would get arrested, there's a lot of police up there.
Yeah, a lot of police.
Yeah. I know you're
Down
ex-police
here
as well, isn't it? So, anyway, right, see you later, Mr. Paul. Thank you. Right, we noticed that because of what's going on, our Gumbarus, our friends, are being moved around. So, there's the Sweet Katarina, and this is what they do. So her husband is the superstar Mr. Constantinos, and what they do is engrave your name or your slogan on a grain of rice, and then what they do is they pop it into one of these. Okay, various shapes and designs, and then various bracelets and pendants, and they also do those seashells, and they can put your name or your slogan on there as well. Thank you, Miss Katarina. She's looking forward to getting back into their position, which is over there, which is on Tuesday, is it? So this is your new position.
2-3 days.
Yeah. But it helps, keeps you busy. Now, we've got a new man who's doing temporary tattoos. Look at that. What's your name?
My name is Polis.
Polis. What a great name. Look at that. So these are artificial tattoos, aren't they? So they go on, they last, what, 36 hours?
Sorry?
How long do they last?
For 10 days.
Oh, last up to 10 days, see? So you can have all sorts of things, like guns even. Look at that. So, if you want to get one of these, how much, roughly?
Depends from the design.
Roughly. What's it start from?
10 to 20 euros.
So, from 10 to 20 euros, depending on the design. And I've seen many a young lady with these on their hands, so one assumes that they've been to see that man there. He's a good man. Nice friendly smile on his face. That makes him a nice guy. There is the beautiful Miss Jenny. There she is. Now, she's on her phone to her family, obviously back in Ghana. So, if you want a hair wrap, come down, choose your beads, small beads, big beads, choose your yarn, and she'll wrap you. And right next door to her is this lady. So they're going to build a wall. They're going to build a wall in the middle. Yeah? No, they're actually quite good friends. You're good friends, I know. And this lady's all the way from Bulgaria. What's your name again? Lena. And she's always got a lovely smile. And I watched her work the other day with the young lady, and the young lady was choosing her beads and her yarn. And the young lady, after she finished, we saw her with her mother, and the young lady said that that young lady was a nice lady. Thanks, Miss Lena. Thank you very much. Now, there's Mr. Chris. There he is. The salute from Mr. Chris. So this is the man known as Mr. Mediterranean Sponge. They've moved you over. Yeah. Now, he's been trying to flog me one of these for a long time, because he's hoping that I might cut my throat. So he sells all sorts of Mediterranean sponges. Look at this. Big ones, large ones, small ones, big ones, small ones. And he's got a few shark teeth left, because apparently Mr. Chris wouldn't lie. Would you lie? Wouldn't lie. He said he caught the shark, killed the shark, ate the shark, detoothed the shark, and made these necklaces with the sharks. Maybe a bit of truth, maybe not. But they are traditional, nice shark teeth necklaces, as you can see. And they're only €15. So if you want one, come down and see Mr. Spongy Chris. and you'll get one. Now, Mr. Chris, believe it or not, has a son, and his son's name is Mr. Mike. And Mr. Mike has a diving centre which is called Into the Blue. There's his telephone number. His telephone number, if you're outside Cyprus, 00357, and then the number is 96218976. I'll hold it there so you can jot it down. He's on TripAdvisor and he is PADI registered, so that means he understands what he's doing. And there's all sorts of things that he does. So he takes you out snorkeling, 1 trip, 2 trips, 3 trips, trains you, dips you, dives you, does all sorts of things to you. And at the end of it, takes a bit of your money, but normally you have a good time. And he is his father, so if you're not happy, come and see him and he'll give you your money back. Anyway, there he is. Look at him. That's Mr. Hector. Mr. Hector does this. Look at that. I don't need to tell you what he does. The picture says it all, and he is at work. Let's have a look. Here we go. There he is.
Few
He's at work.
lines before the man. Well, it's just, of course, it's not finished one, but look, he's got this picture. And he's now doing caricature.
Yeah.
It's a big talent. It's a big talent.
It is actually quite interesting to watch. And once before he was drawing, and I went round him because I thought I would disturb him. But he stopped us the other day and said, "Please, when I'm drawing, come and watch because it doesn't disturb him." So that's why we're here today. Have a look at that talent. So if you want a caricature, he'll charge you around €20, and he'll do it in about 10 minutes. That's Cypriot minutes, so it might take 20 minutes. And if you want to have a full, proper portrait, that'll take him obviously a few hours, and he'll take a few little pictures of you, that sort of thing. And then he'll charge you somewhere between 60 and €100, depending on the complexity.
He said, unfortunately, I can't communicate with him because of
Yeah, I know.
he doesn't know the language.
But the art, the language of art, luckily, you don't need to be able to speak the language. You understand that he can draw.
Yeah.
Let's get a nice close-up. Look at the speed at which he is drawing, by the way.
Yeah. He's got the talent for sure.
You either have it or you don't. I don't. I can talk a bit. Thanks, Mr. Hector. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. He is a really nice guy. So there he is. And he's always got that smile. Always, always, always. He really is a nice guy. And he truly, truly is a great, great artist. There's a few more balloons going on. Now, here's a cafeteria that's been set up right on the coastline of the blue sea called the Mediterranean Sea. So that's going to serve traditional Cypriot coffees, little cakes, frappes, that sort of thing. And across the road, we've got a hot dog stand, LeBou. Look at that.
Yeah.
And you've got Mr. Rambo Whippy. And what is that? Do we know what that is? That's like sausages or something. Let's go and have a look. Oh, LeBou. Right, so that is some kind of sausage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're selling traditional Cypriot sausages. And then this gentleman over here is selling cherries. Look at that.
How much is it?
Wow. So I would assume he's got his own field, trees, that sort of thing. And he is then doing his little, well, selling them on the side, should we say. Anyway, this is the Wood Cafe. And then across here we then have the protest against the anti-Russian war. So we'll give them a little bit of airtime because we don't agree with the Russian war either. We are certainly on the side of Ukraine. We are totally anti-war, that is for sure. Anyway, there is the blue Mediterranean Sea, and it comes from the Kato Paphos promenade all the way through to the Kato Paphos Harbour. Have a look at that. Go see LeBou.
I would like to tell you that today the atmosphere is so holidayish
Yeah.
and delish.
Delish.
Everywhere where you look, it's so tasty smells, and you want to buy everything and you want to eat everything.
You do.
Yes.
There we are. We have some photo bombers in the back. So there we go. You're on YouTube, honey. What's your name?
Lou.
Lou.
My name is Lou.
Lou, lovely name. What's your name?
Lorine.
Lorena. Where are you from? France?
France, ouais.
Of course. Lovely. Whereabouts?
Perpignan.
Perpignan,
Near Spain.
in the
Yeah,
south.
I know where it is. In the south. Yeah. Nice area. Are you come to holiday in Cyprus or holiday or live?
No, tomorrow.
Are you going? Go back?
Yes.
Well, never mind. Have a good holiday. Lovely two French girls all the way from Toulouse, and that's on the southern part of France, and they look like very nice girls. They were photo bombing us in the back as we was watching the Seagull booth. Nice talking to us. Nice girls.
I couldn't see them because I was standing. But it's always good to see the people who react somehow on what you do.
Yeah.
And we don't mind it. Don't we, Mr. Paul? We don't mind.
Well, they've enjoyed their holiday, that was obvious, and they were just trying to wave in the background. There he is, Mr. Costa, you right? So this man does caricatures, and he'll do a caricature of you in around about 5 minutes. Remember, this is Cyprus time, so probably 10 minutes. But he's a nice guy, and a very, very good artist indeed, and he does teach art in the daytime, just so you understand. He's not just some man who doodles you, he's very, very good. Look at that. And that's art again in the booth. Wow.
They all different. If you see,
Yeah.
you can't find two exactly the same figures. Can you imagine what a beautiful idea? And I think it's on the pumpkin. You know, it's drawn on the pumpkin.
I think it is,
Because
yeah.
it's a special shape. I like this.
You like that one? Yeah, it's very, very nice indeed.
But it's, if you see, this is pumpkin, and they draw it, and you can put it in the vitrine.
Yeah, very, very nice indeed. Art,
Beautiful.
pure art.
Yeah.
And I would assume that these are all handmade as well. That's for sure.
Also, it's a wood, and I paint this one.
So the lady makes them out of wood, and then she actually hand paints them.
Bigger one, you see?
Look at that. And there's a large one there.
Look at
Wow.
this.
And this one is a slice of gold.
So you make that yourself?
Yes,
You make it,
I'm
yeah.
and I paint. And also I have the pumpkin house up the old town, in the middle of the old town, behind the Paphos Cyprus.
Oh, right, so we'll come there.
Yeah.
So this lady has a shop up in the old town, which when we've been up in the old town and had a look round, we've missed
I
her.
have a lot
But
of
now we're going
them
to find
in the
her.
old town, and also
So
I
there
have
is her
different-
card.
well, you see, this one is lower.
Yeah,
Look,
that's
she's
it.
Yes.
a lower.
Yeah.
And also it's a man lower here. And I have the chef. And
I
also-
found it here. It's here.
I think it's a very, very good idea.
Yes. And
Wow.
also it's one man who
Unique.
play baglaman.
Yes,
I
it-
don't bring the bigger one here because the people don't buy.
Yeah, it's too big, it's too big.
They're quite light. They're
Yeah, well,
Yes. And-
So,
and you
great,
know-
great idea. And Miss Evie has a shop up in the old town. And we're going to go and find it in another video. And we're going to make a special video about that
And
shop.
also you sent this one before a year ago. Every family have two in the table. Make one hop here and put wine inside. And also make one home behind and put the knife and the spoon.
Right, okay.
And I
Good
remember
idea.
my
Good idea.
grandmother make one big hole behind and take the hot water to make shower or wash the clothes.
Yes, right.
Before China come and everything.
Before China come. Yeah. So this is where the inspiration came from for the idea from her grandparents. Very, very good idea. And she is a true artist. So we are going to go up to find her shop. There's her card. So I'm going to show you that card. I'm going to give you a nice close-up on it so that you can see it. The lady's name is Evie, and she's doing all of this herself. And that's what makes it so, so special. And here's another shop that's, well, stall, should we say, that's obviously handmade. Everything on here. Look at that.
Evi, poți să pun asta anglicat, celebrated.
Wow, another very talented person. She's obviously deep in conversation with the prospective buyer, so we will leave her alone. That is for sure. Laboo, what have you found? Yeah, pure works of art, yeah. So we are going to go up and find Miss Evie's shop, and we are going to do a specific video on that shop. So come back to us in a couple of weeks, and you're going to find that video up. Watching Receive LaBouffe has found some more things. There you go. Very nice, LaBouffe. Very, very nice indeed. Right, as you understand, watching Receive LaBouffe could spend the rest of her life in that stall. But to be honest, I think a lot of ladies could. But let's get down here and see one of our true two superstar friends. And today he's taken up fishing. Have a look at that. Where's the tongue?
Huh?
There it is. Unless we see the tongue, we're not quite sure if it is him. He's obviously looking for his fish and chips. Well, he's got his chips, he says. He's now looking for his fish. Look at that. He's cutting up his bread, and he's going to put that on the end of his hook, and he's going to find himself a fish. Look at that, he's even cut the crust off. What a gentleman. He has total respect for that fish that he's going to catch, kill and cook. Anyway, look at that. The blue Mediterranean Sea just off the Kato Paphos Harbour. One of the greatest views in the world. Monsieur Villeboeuf?
Well, I'm so happy that we came out today and we've seen so many interesting things, so much lovely ideas and informations. It was to do.
Let's watch as Philotis casts his line. Go on, Philotis. Wow, look at that. A true superstar. Now, his real job, by the way, is to promote the super duper glass bottom boat, which is that boat over there. Okay? So that big boat over there, which has got super jumbo St. Raphael real glass bottom boat on it, is a boat that takes you out across the Kato Paphos promenade in the sea, and it takes you across over a shipwreck, and then you can jump and have a swim, and you can sunbathe and that sort of stuff. And this man's job, this man here, his job is to fill that boat, and it's only 15 euros, only 15 euros for adults, 5 euros for children. If you go hunting back, you will find that we did a little special on that boat. Mr. Rickoff, the boss, he's the one that takes you out, and he's the one that gives you the tour and the talk, and Captain Hassan is the man in charge. True superstars, all of them. So that's the man you're looking for. Ask him to put his tongue out just to make sure, and he's always in this area, and normally he has a big banner with him that says glass bottom boat, and the other one next to it says Jeep Safaris. So that's what you're looking for. Anyway, there is the view again, truly spectacular. So this is one of our superstar friends, and we do consider him to be a friend. Yes, Labu?
Turtles. The small turtles.
Apparently there are some small turtles out here. Ah, I see it now. If you look just over there, you can see a slight disturbance in the water. And just after this rock, there's a rock there. A little bit further, there's a disturbance, and that is apparently a baby turtle that is swimming around. So, if you come down to Kato Paphos, you don't get to see just locals, but you get to see turtles. It is a turtle. Yeah, there we are. There again, you can see the disturbance in the water is a turtle.
We got it.
1, 2, 3.
Wow.
And there's another one, just popped his head up in the water there. Wow. Come on, pop your head up again. No, we're not going to play a game. So, Mr. Philotis needs to be very careful, because these turtles are looking for his fish, and they intend to eat his fish. Right, come on, both. It's time to keep going up into the Kato Paphos Harbour. That's where we're coming now. Grazie, Villeboeuf.
I wanted to see the turtle.
Well, he's popped his head up again, to be honest. There he was. So there is a turtle. Whenever we turn the camera away, he pops his head up. So I'm going to keep the camera on the water for a minute or so in the hope that he pops his little head up again. So bear with us. There he is in the distance. There he is.
Yeah.
He's just popping his head up. There he is.
Yeah, it's two.
I think there's a couple of them. Yep, there he is again. And they're looking for their dinner, that's for sure. Wow. It's not often that you get to see turtles swimming that close to the shoreline. It's quite a busy harbour, and there's quite a lot of noise going on. But anyway, those turtles have come to have a little look. They heard that somewhere down yonder there was a Pelican that's got its very own restaurant, and that's what we're going to go and look for next. We're going to go and see if we can find Miss Coco, because Miss Coco is a pelican that has her very own restaurant. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, it's correct. So stick with us as we enter the Kato Paphos Harbour area, which is the area where the restaurants are either side of us, and then we go into the boats and that sort of thing. So stick with us. The first one along is the King's Restaurant, so it's on both sides. The main restaurant is to the right, and then the promenade area is to the left. And then we'll keep going, and then the next one after that is Theo's Restaurant, slightly bigger. Again, the main feeding restaurant is to the right, and then the main seating area is to the left. And then there is a man called Andreas. There he is. Excellent, here he is. You all right? You all right?
The best guy ever, subscriber. Keep follow, keep your thumb, and the lovely lady. Thank you. Did you really
Absolute
like
superstar.
it? Loving it, loving it,
Wow.
loving it.
What a great man. So that's Andreas, who operates
The local
outside.
person.
He is.
Thank you.
He's a superstar. That guy's a nice guy as well. Yes. So they are absolute superstars, and they operate outside the Theo restaurant. And the Theo restaurant is one of the greatest restaurants in the harbour area. And now we come to the most famous one, which is, there we go. This is the Pelican. And just over there, well, that's the man himself. That's the man who thinks that he owns the Pelican. That's Mr. George. And somewhere in there, have a look at that, is a Pelican. There it is. There it is. There's Miss Coco. Stick with us. Hey, Miss Cokes, how are you?
It's the power of music.
Wow, absolutely incredible. It is a real live pelican, that's what you saw. And she has her very own restaurant in downtown Kato Paphos, and it's in the harbour area. And on top of being the greatest restaurant in the harbour area, it has a view to die for. Look at that, straight across the road. And then we come to the next restaurant, which is called, it's our little favourite, and it's called the Dilamo. And it really is a nice restaurant. And they have a very nice manager. There he is. There's the handshake. Quick look at the face. He's a superstar. And there is another superstar, Mr. Andreas.
Hello.
He really is a nice guy. Two brothers. That's one of them, Andreas, and the other one is called Marios, and then they've got the dad as well. They're very nice. And then this is a young lady called all the way from Georgia. Look at that.
Ida σας που πήγε στο Johnny Roger today.
Johnny Roger. Who's Johnny Roger?
Johnny Roger I saw before 50 minutes
I see. He saw us go on the Johnny Rogers, what are you saying? You right? Good? So we'll come back and have a chat with them in a minute. And then the next restaurant, a very busy restaurant, have a look at that. Very busy indeed. Look at that. And that one is called Sail at the Castle. One of the busiest restaurants on the harbour area. And then the final place before we get into the boats and that sort of thing is called Stevie's. There it is. Stevie's, which specialise, it does food and snacks and that sort of thing, but it actually specialises in cocktails. And the number one superstar here, with Stevie's on his back and a lovely white hat, is Mr.
Nice to see everybody. One is missing. Where's the other one?
She's somewhere. Here she comes. She's sneaking up. Had that, eh?
Welcome back again.
Welcome back. There we are.
Nice to see you.
There we are. Right. Let's get out to the harbour and show you the beauty and the tranquility of the sea and the views and the boats. Starting off with my boat, and then you go to the smaller boats, some smaller cruising boats, some fishing boats, some canoe boats, and over yonder there's a couple of grey ones. Now the grey boats are the ones that if you do something naughty, they come and find you and arrest you, and if you try to run away, they may even shoot you. You see the booth?
Who's gonna shoot me?
The police boats. If you're naughty.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I like the air today. Today
It's quite fresh, very fresh indeed.
And I believe that I like dancing.
You like dancing? Is it time for dancing? Wait for it. It could be time for dancing. What more can you want? Spectacular views, beautiful blue sea, and Miss Ochin Gracilia LaBeouf. On LaBeouf? Show us that rear end, baby. What have you got to say?
I would like to say that it's so enjoyable. People are happy, they are walking, buying, trying, communicating. You should come and try it with us. We're loving you a lot. Bye.
All that's left for me to say is thanks for watching. If you do like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe, and please come back for some more of our madness. There is Miss Ochin Gracilia LaBeouf. Say bye-bye. Thanks for watching.